Guys, I cannot believe that we're here. It is finally time to harvest garlic. I have been waiting for this day since November of last year. If you're new here, hi, my name is Marsha. I'm the Black Thumb Gardener. I live in Ontario, Canada, USDA Zone 5B, and I grow tons of flowers, vegetables, and herbs in my backyard garden. If you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe, and if you're returning, welcome back to my channel. It is 6 o'clock in the morning. I have my coffee ready. Let's go. So this year I'm growing exclusively Musik garlic. I have 2 beds that I'm growing garlic in. I have this one behind me that I picked up seed garlic on my trip to BC last year. I actually went to the West Coast Seed store in Delta, BC, and I have a video that I'll link below so you can see the entire adventure. And in my other garlic bed, I had garlic that I harvested last year that I decided to replant into the garden, and we'll see how that one's doing. Now, I did plant this garlic in November, which is much later than I prefer, which is why I'm harvesting it a bit later than some of my other fellow gardeners in the area. Before you harvest your garlic, what you're looking for is the bottom 3 sets of leaves to be dry and brown, or you're looking for the tips of the leaves to be brown. Now you can see from my bed that a lot of the top leaves are brown. I do have a lot of garlic that has started to already brown below. You don't want more of the plant to brown because what will happen, it will shorten the shelf life because each layer of the leaf represents a protective wrapper around the bulb. When you're harvesting garlic, ideally you want the soil to be dry. Now, I was supposed to prevent my irrigation from starting yesterday, and what happened early this morning is that it went on and I bolted downstairs to try and turn it off quickly because too soggy of a soil when you're harvesting garlic can potentially damage the bulbs, and really and truly just makes the process so much easier if you have dry soil. Okay, the moment has arrived. It's so interesting because you really never know what's underneath the ground. You don't know if you have big bulbs, small bulbs, something could be eating at it, it could be rotting. It's always a gamble when you're pulling garlic, but it's so exciting. Let's go. Now, when you're harvesting garlic, you don't want to just go in and pull at the bulbs because that can break the bulb at the root. It can damage it. So what you want to do is you want to use a shovel and you want to dig on the outside. And I'm just going to move the irrigation a little bit. Oh, this one too. And you're gonna dig on the outside away from the bulb. Now you don't want to get too close because you don't want to hit the bulb itself and damage it, but you just want to move away from it and loosen the soil. Ooh. And then just rotate it around. Oh, and there you go. Oh no, it's damaged. Look at that, right here, it's damaged. Look at that, right there, it's damaged. I don't know if I did that or something else did that, but yeah, that's what you don't want to happen. But I don't think I did this, I was far away, so look at that. Oh no, look at that, something happened here. But anyways, look at that, isn't this gorgeous? I'm gonna leave this one here. We'll get back to this. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what happened here, but I'm gonna use this garlic first. It definitely won't store for long, so let's harvest the rest of them. So I do have onions in this bed as well. Onions, leeks, and shallots, and I'm trying to avoid uprooting the onions because they're interplanted in between the garlic. And that's something I'm not gonna do next year. I'm just gonna do an entire garlic bed rather than putting all my alliums in one place. See, I do have a garlic planted here, but then there's this onion plant that's right beside it. I'm trying to move it out of the way. Okay, I think I have everything for this bed, and then we're gonna move over to this one over here. There's a lot going on here, but there are 2 garlic plants, and I planted this entire bed with garlic, and only 2 came up from the garlic that I harvested last year. So we're just gonna work on the 2 that are here, and then we'll be done. Holy smokes. This is ginormous. This is absolutely ginormous. I know that's not a word, but like, holy smokes. It's huge. Okay, I'm really dirty, but the one that came from the other bed is massive. The cloves I harvested last year were huge. Like, I had probably the best garlic harvest ever last year just because of the size of the bulbs. I don't know what it was, but look, from that huge garlic, this is what it produced. So planting big bulbs really makes a big difference in the outcome of the garlic harvest you get. Like, look at this, look, like, this is my hand. Like, it is, you know, maybe this is better, my hand. This is huge. This is like the palm of my hand. The cloves I picked up from West Coast Seed didn't produce as big of a garlic as I was hoping, and I really picked out the biggest cloves out of the bunch. This is probably one of the bigger ones that I got. And this is the one I harvested from bulbs last year. Look at the difference. So it's finally garlic planting day. I'm excited. I've been waiting the weather out because it's been pretty warm the past few days. I think this is the last warm day and then the temperature drops. So I'm going to plant my garlic today. This is what I purchased. This is the West Coast Seed garlic that I purchased from BC. I have about 6 bulbs that look like this. This is Musik garlic. I find that Musik really works well in my garden. This is what I harvested this year. This is also Musik. I am debating whether I should plant some of the garlic from my stash because the bulbs, like, look at the size. Planting big cloves in your garden in the fall really makes a big difference in the outcome of your harvest. When I say the garlic in the other bed didn't really come up, even though I planted probably at least 10 garlic cloves, this is what happened to the other one. I don't know what happened in that bed. I've always grown garlic in those beds, so I'm really glad I did an experiment last year because I can't imagine planting all of my garlic in that bed and only getting a couple of cloves. That would have been traumatic for me, really traumatic. So I'm glad I split things up so that I had a harvest regardless. This is everything we harvested today. I'm so grateful for my garlic harvest. Now, my only regret is not planting more. So this year, I'm going to be planting double the garlic. Okay, let's talk about curing garlic. Now that we harvested, what do? Don't water the garlic. Whatever you do, do not throw water on the garlic. What you're gonna do is you're gonna brush off the soil as much as you can and then bring it indoors, or you can leave it outside in your garage or anywhere that's covered because it does need some shade. And during the curing process, what you're looking for is airflow and shade. Now, what I usually do is I put this in my basement. Last year, I hung it upside down on my grow racks, and then I used an oscillating fan for the airflow. And that worked really well. The year before that, I just laid them on burlap sacks in my basement, and I also did the same thing. So, you know, you can try whatever works for you. You can put it in your kitchen. It just really needs to have airflow and it really needs shade. During that time, the bulb is going to continue to pull the energy from the leaves. So do not cut the leaves yet. Once the plant is completely dry, and you'll know that it's dry because the stem will start to dry. And then after that, what you're going to do is you're going to clean off the rest of the plant, cut the roots, cut the stem, and then your garlic is ready for use. Do not water, do not cut the roots, do not cut the stems. If you grew garlic this year, I'd love to hear how your garlic harvest went in the comments below. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.